Hello everyone, welcome to Innovative English Learning with Rashid Khan. You can also watch this video in Urdu from the playlist. Today we are going to talk about another part of speech, that is conjunction. In this video we'll talk about the uses of conjunction and the types of conjunction. Let's see what is conjunction and what are the types and the uses of conjunction. Conjunction is a word that is used to join two words or two clauses together. So the very basic function of conjunction is that it joins two words or two clauses together. For example, we have I went to bed early. I was extremely tired. We have two clauses here. I went to bed early and I was extremely tired. But we join them into one sentence with the help of because. So here because is working as the conjunction because it is joining two clauses here. So that is why we call it a conjunction. So the basic function of conjunction is that it joins two words or two clauses together. Here are some more examples. Ali and Ahmed. So we have two names here, Ali and Ahmed, and we join them with the help of and. He plays squash and rugby. So again, squash and rugby, they are two different words and they are joined with the help of and. He is small but strong. Again, small and strong, they are two adjectives and we join them with the help of but. We have some types of conjunction. There are three basic types. The first one is coordinating conjunction, second is subordinating conjunction, and the third one is correlative conjunction. Now we'll discuss them one by one. Coordinating conjunction is the type of conjunction that is used to connect items that are grammatically equal. So remember that whenever we use coordinating conjunction, they join two equal, grammatically equal words, phrases, or two independent clauses. But normally it joins two words or two independent clauses. There are 7 coordinating conjunctions in English. We may have more conjunction as well, but these are some of the common conjunctions, coordinating conjunctions used in English. And we can remember them with the help of this mnemonic device or the acronym that is fanboys. So F stands for, F, A for and, N for nor, B for but, O for or, and Y for yet, and S for so. So we can remember these conjunctions with this acronym. Now, how does it join words, coordinating conjunction? So it can join two nouns, two verbs, two adjectives, or some other types of words. For example, the data was gathered through questionnaires and interviews. So questionnaires and interviews, they are both nouns and they are joined with the help of and. I don't like to run or swim. Run and swim, they are two verbs and we join them with the help of or. He was clever but lazy. Clever and lazy, they are adjectives and we join them with the help of but. So on both sides we have adjectives here. Now how does it join phrases? Coordinating conjunctions, they can also join different types of phrases. The dog wagged his tail and panted excitedly. So here we have two clauses, or you can say a clause in a phrase, and they are joined with the help of and. The results were undeniably intriguing, yet ultimately inconclusive. So again, yet is an adjective conjunction, sorry. She usually studies in the library or at a cafe. So at a cafe is a phrase and it is joined with the rest of the sentence with the help of a. Joining independent clauses, and that's the very basic function of coordinating conjunction, that it joins two independent clauses or more than two independent clauses in a larger sentence. So a clause is a group of words that contains at least a subject and a verb. We can also study these clauses in another video, but here it's a brief introduction that a clause is a group of words that contains at least a subject and a verb. So we have a subject and a verb in a clause. An independent clause can stand on its own or as a full sentence expressing a complete thought. Remember that independent clause is part of a sentence that can stand alone to give us complete meaning. Okay, so that is how we call it independent clause, but when it comes alone we call it a simple sentence. Okay, so when we join two independent clauses in a larger sentence, we join them with the help of coordinating conjunction. For example, Ali is playing cricket, Ahmed is watching him. So we have two clauses here. Ali is playing cricket, it's a separate clause, and Ahmed is watching him, it's another clause, but we join them into one sentence with the help of and. So here and is a coordinating conjunction. He studied hard but could not get good marks. Okay, so he studied hard, that is one clause, and could not get good marks, here he is hidden, he could not get good marks, so that is another clause, and we join them with the help of but. So that is how it is a coordinating conjunction. The teacher marked him absent, he remained absent for many days. So we have two clauses here, and we join them with the help of for. So the teacher marked him absent, for he remained absent for many days. Okay, next we have subordinating conjunction. This type of conjunction includes words like because, if, although, since, until, and while, etc. A subordinating conjunction is used to introduce a dependent clause. Remember, whenever we have a subordinating conjunction, it is followed by a dependent clause, and that is what we call that subordinating conjunction makes a clause dependent. We may have an independent clause, but when we bring a subordinating conjunction, that independent clause becomes dependent or subordinate. Okay, in contrast to an independent clause, a dependent clause, also known as a subordinate clause, is a group of words that contains a subject and a verb but cannot stand as a complete sentence on its own. Remember that because of the subordinating conjunction, the dependent clause cannot stand by itself to give us complete meaning. Okay, so a dependent clause does not express a complete idea, so it must always be attached to an independent clause. Remember that dependent clause is always followed by an independent clause to give us complete meaning. The subordinating conjunction defines the relationship between the clauses. Now, what kind of relationship does it show? The table below shows some common subordinating conjunctions and the relationships they express. So there are certain relationships between the clauses, and the subordinating conjunctions show those relationships. Let's see what are those relationships. The first one is cause and effect. A subordinating conjunction may show the cause and effect relationship between clauses. So because, since, as, these are the conjunctions that we use to show the cause and effect relationship. Next, it may show the relationship of time: when, before, after, once, until, whenever, since, while, etc. It may show the relationship of place between clauses: where, wherever, etc. Condition: if, unless, in case, etc. Contrast: although, though, whereas, etc. Now there are some examples. If you come, I'll help you. Okay, so here if is the subordinating conjunction, and because of if, this clause, you come, you is the subject and come is the verb, so it's a clause. If you come, now it cannot stand by itself, it does not give me complete meaning. So what should we do? We bring an independent clause: I'll help you. Okay, so the meaning is completed. Okay, so because of if, this clause becomes dependent or subordinate, and because of if, the rest of the sentence, like the independent clause, is attached to the first one. Okay, now we can also say this sentence like this: I'll help you if you come. Now what's the difference? When the dependent clause begins the sentence, it is in the beginning of the sentence. Remember, the dependent clause is followed by a comma here. But when the dependent clause goes to the end of the sentence, then the conjunction, it comes to the middle of the sentence, and we do not need any punctuation mark here. Okay, so that's the difference. When our friends arrive, again our friends subject, arrive verb, and when is the subordinating conjunction. So when our friends arrive, again the meaning is incomplete. Okay, so what do? We bring another independent clause: we will start the game. So now the meaning is completed. You cannot pass until you study hard. So again, until is the subordinating conjunction. Now, correlative conjunctions. What are correlative conjunctions? This type of conjunction always comes in a pair and is used to join grammatically equal elements in a sentence. So these are some conjunctions, they come in a pair. So they are like two conjunctions and we use them in a larger sentence. Common pairs include either or either or. Americans say either or British say either or. Neither nor, or Americans say neither no. Not only but also. Both and. Okay, so these are some of the common pairs in correlative conjunction. In most cases, no comma should be used between the two elements, and we do not use any comma here. You should either go to university or start teaching. Okay, so here 2 is missing. You should either go to university or start teaching. He neither studied nor attempted the exam. He not only loved her but also married her. Okay, so these are some of the examples of correlative conjunctions. Next, we have a simple activity here. We are supposed to fill in the blanks with accurate or suitable conjunctions. My sister and I will go there next week. So here and is required. I like you, but you are so kind to me. Okay, but Ali turns back at me and chuckles. Okay, so and is required here. You are supposed to fill the rest of the blanks in order to practice this topic. That will help you in understanding the proper use of these conjunctions. Thank you for watching Innovative English Learning. Hope you would have learned many things about conjunctions in this video. For more such videos on English grammar, keep watching Innovative English Learning and do share it with your friends and subscribe it. Thank you. Thank you for watching Innovative English Learning.